Yep, Charlamagne the guy.
Andrew Schulz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots podcast, back for another week of brilliant idiotness. Do we have any ads, Taylor?
No.
No pre's? Okay. Hezekiah Walker.
What's up, my boy?
What's the word, my guy?
Man, how you doing, bro?
How was your weekend? How was your week?
The week was good. You know, I have a new perspective on the Met Gala.
Ooh, talk to me.
I think that, like, the Met Gala serves everyone the exact thing that they want.
Attention?
Well, the regular people like us that are not invited get to ridicule and humiliate and laugh at the celebrities in these goofy outfits.
Okay.
So we feel good about ourselves. And then the celebrities that have this like undying need and thirst for approval and validation, they get that. So it's like, I used to just kind of shit on this thing, but it kind of perfectly satisfies what everybody needs.
There's another person out there.
Go.
The ones that don't give a fuck. Like
Which
me.
is?
I could care less about what the fuck.
And
they
then
were
if
doing.
you don't give a fuck.
But no,
yeah.
I will say this. No, okay. Yes, I don't give a fuck, but I do enjoy watching
People
the
give
jokes.
a fuck.
Yes.
And yes.
Like I enjoyed watching Duval clown. Like I enjoyed it. And then when I did see some of the pictures, yeah, you enjoy looking at certain things and make certain observations. Cause you know, the thing for me is like, people look fly in shit I would never wear.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, first of all, I honestly don't know what the Met Gala is even for. Like, I saw today that they raised $31 million. For whatever reason, maybe I just haven't paid attention enough. That's the first time I've ever heard of that.
A lot of these events, these like fancy jet setter, like fashion or just wealthy people events, what they do is they donate to charity so that they don't look too self-indulgent celebrating themselves.
Oh, I get it.
There's a lot of these events that exist around the world.
Yeah.
It's just rich people coming together to basically tap themselves on the back and say what good people they are. And in order to get away with that, you got to give people who need money. Otherwise, we'll just show up at your door with like pitchforks.
So where does the money go to?
Some fucking charities probably. I don't know. They all find ways.
The illest thing I saw at the Met Gala was Andre 3000 with that piano on his back.
Son, why was that ill?
I'll tell you why it was ill. Because Andre 3000, to me, this is my personal opinion, he can make something like that look effortless.
Right.
The fact that you can walk in a room with a piano on your back like it's perfectly normal.
And a garbage bag?
In a garbage bag.
Yeah.
Like it's perfectly normal and it don't look like you're even trying too hard.
Because you're so peculiar and your style's been so unique over the years.
Yo, Andre was Andre and being unique way before there was a thing called being unique. And Andre genuinely, we know for a fact he's not doing this for attention. This is artistic expression. You know why I say he's not doing it for attention? Because Andre doesn't want attention. Andre goes away. Andre doesn't do anything.
I think anybody that goes to this event wants attention. Or validation.
He put out an album.
Sure. But so then you want attention for the album. But like you do want attention. That's okay. We want attention. Everybody, that's okay. Wanting attention is okay.
I don't know if Andre 3000 wants attention.
I think
he might be the only celebrity that I can genuinely say I don't think wants attention.
There's a lot of people that say no to this because they don't want the attention.
Yeah.
And he decided to say yes. But I'm not being critical of him for that. It's okay. Like, he's a fashion guy, and this is a fashion event. So
is he a fashion guy? He's been wearing the same outfit for 20 years. He's been wearing overalls. He's been wearing overalls and playing the flute for 20 years.
I think he's been very progressive with his fashion choices. Like, he was doing shit that everybody was like, yo, this guy dresses weird, but there's some bravery to that. You're putting
dressing like a farmer for 20 years. like honestly, the fact that Andre went to this event, I want to know why. I know why everybody else went. Like, we know for the most part why everybody else went. They like the attention. I want to know why Andre was here.
Why do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I know he put out an album, but that hasn't made him go to events before just because he put out an album.
Yeah.
He didn't go to the Met Gala when he put out the flute album.
Maybe he wasn't invited.
I think Andre's probably always on the list. Andre 3K?
I think there's a lot of people that don't get invited and then they cope with it in weird ways. Like, I've seen some people online coping with their lack of an invite, pretending as if it was their choice.
Nah, you know what I like? I like the people who get dressed up on Met Gala night and post pictures
as if they were invited. Diabolical.
There was a few of those I laughed at. I'm like, yo, you went out with your friends and you probably got into some Met Gala after party.
Exactly. You ain't at no fucking Met Gala, bro. Where's your instrument on your back? Where's
That
your
shit look
instrument,
dope.
bro?
I ain't gonna front. It looked dope because it's just effortless. Like he don't even look like he's trying, and he got a trash bag. I wanted to know what all of this meant. I realized what the piano meant because he put out an album, and on the album he's wearing the same thing. On the album is him with the piano on his back. But what does the trash bag mean?
Trash?
And they just got nominated. Not nominated. They just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I was literally on air last week saying, what's the over-under on him even showing up to that?
I don't get the piano shit. That shit looks...
Music on your back.
Well, it's a piano album.
Yeah, there's other instruments you could do that aren't that ridiculous.
But no, he's playing the piano on the new album. You know how the last album was just flute?
Yeah.
This one is just piano.
Wow, he can play all these instruments?
Yeah, man. At
Holy
the
shit.
at the 2025 Met Gala, Andre 3000 wore a piano on his back as part of a fashion statement tied to his new album, 7 Piano Sketches. The outfit, a collaboration between Burberry and his brand. Oh, I didn't know that.
That's
Oh.
cool. Maybe that was it. He wanted to promote his brand a little bit too.
Oh, Benji Bixby featured a jumpsuit and a hat, paying homage to his 2008 fashion line, Benjamin Bixby. So he's paying homage to it, or is he relaunching it? There was a couple people who did that. A$AP Rocky did that. He had his own line on. You know what's so funny? There's a lot of people who wear their own stuff, and you just don't realize it. Like, you know Gillie with those hats?
Those are his.
He has equity in the company.
Oh, that's great. I mean, he should. He put that shit on the map to me.
Exactly. We was talking about it, me and him and Wallow was on the phone the other day, and he told me that, and I was like,
I will say,
I
if you
should've
wear
known.
that hat to any sporting event, you're an asshole.
Yes.
Like, those should be illegal at sporting events.
you would wear one.
Until the person behind me was like, yo, I spent $5,000 on playoff tickets and you got this goofy ass fucking moon landing hat on. Nah,
But
that
it's,
shit should
but
be
it's just
illegal.
a good way to
B.
promote your shit, though.
No, I agree. It's awesome. Shout out Gillie for it. But still, the people behind you. My boy wore it to a Knicks game once, and I was like, you actually wore it? He's like, I asked the people behind me if it was okay. It's like, you know it's not okay.
I said to Gillie, I said, oh, when he told me that, I go, oh, that makes so much sense. Gillie said, you thought I was just some nut-ass nigga walking around in this big dumbass hat. I know that's what you thought. Salute to Gillie and
Who was
Wallow,
that?
man. Who was that?
Oh, Dapper Don?
Dapper Dan. You know, I don't know. I guess, man, salute to the Met Gala. They look happy. I don't know. Like, this shit don't move me in no way, shape, or form. Like
God.
I don't know. What about, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't care either, but it's fun to make fun of the famous people that take themselves seriously in ridiculous fashion.
This is, I will say though, this is fame. That is fame. Like, you know, the lines of what really being famous is are blurred nowadays. Most of the people at that show are actually legitimately famous. Like in the old school traditional way of being famous.
In the old school traditional way, I would say, yeah.
Like, who there is not famous?
I feel like they all have heat. Because some people get invited and then their heat starts to die and then they
Give me an idea. Give me an example.
Fuck, I can't think of somebody who would, like Miguel.
Like everybody who just said they posted is a real legitimate star. Miguel?
You remember when he I think he fell or some shit like that?
Miguel is a legitimate star.
I know, but I'm just saying right now he doesn't have heat and he wasn't there this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I think Miguel could have been there if he wanted to. I mean, some people are timeless. Lauryn Hill, look. Boom. She's there.
Some people are timeless.
Lauryn Hill timeless. Lauryn Hill, like I wouldn't necessarily call Lauryn Hill hot. She's not hot. She's timeless.
I saw Lauryn Hill perform down in Miami this weekend.
For real? What time did you get there? What time did she get there?
She was
on time.
Really?
Actually
Yeah.
on time,
Yeah.
performed all her songs. Her son came on stage. He performed a couple songs. He killed it.
Yeah, talk shit now.
Wyclef came on. They did some Fuji songs.
But no, she's
Talk shit
timeless.
now.
She's timeless.
Talk shit now.
She's timeless. Lauryn Hill is a perfect example of if you create something that is so good,
That's
you
it.
can literally eat off that thing forever.
Life.
And your level of success
Life.
is really determined on what you want to do.
What day was the Met Gala?
The Met Gala was on a
Monday, right?
Okay, because it's like she performed on Sunday, so
Sunday,
she
yeah.
went straight down there.
Yeah.
I was shocked that she was at the Met Gala. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't.
That she would participate in that.
Yeah, I just never. Maybe she has been there before, and I just never paid attention.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I don't know who these people are. Who are these people? Like,
I think there's a lot of like industry people that are influential within fashion that
Yeah.
you just are unfamiliar with, and neither so am I. Wow, is that Halle?
Wow.
She is just
Halle who?
one of the most beautiful people that's ever been created in history.
Why are certain people were there and you didn't know about it? Like Halle Berry, Kamala Harris. Like why? Like
Hold on, why? Let's just not jump off of this. She is one of the most beautiful human beings that's ever been created in history.
Halle Berry.
Wow.
Halle Berry looks like an award show statue.
She does.
She does.
How
man.
old is she? What is she? 50 years old now?
No, way older than that.
Way older.
She's older than 50.
Easily. Halle Berry?
Holy fucking.
Easily older than 50. Because think about it, Halle Berry would not be 4 years older than me. I was thinking about that shit the other day. I'm like, damn, Halle Berry is 58.
Damn.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? I was like, yo,
Wow.
I was only 8 years older than Bow Wow all this time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bow Wow's 38. I was only 8 years
Son,
older
I'm
than Bow
3
Wow
years
all
older
this
than
time.
Bow Wow been a kid my
That's what
whole
I'm
life.
saying. It's like,
You know how
what
like
the
Morgan
fuck?
Freeman been old forever?
Yes.
Bow Wow been a 12-year-old for the same amount of time Morgan Freeman been 80.
And I was watching the Club Shay Shay interview, and I don't know what made me just Google Bow. Something just made me Google Bow Wow's age. He's 38 years old.
He's a grown-ass man.
I'm like,
We've
yo,
been
I was
treating him
only
like a
8
kid.
years older than Bow Wow?
You got to move this off Halle Berry. With all due respect,
Bricked
you got
up?
to move it up. Not
Respectfully?
bricked.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, just like stunningly beautiful.
She's amazing. Angel Reese looked good. Very good hit. Like, this is good. Like, but once again.
You just can't follow Halle, man. It's hard right now.
But Halle is timeless.
Keep going.
Halle is 58 years old. So it's literally like tasting the greatest aged wine you've ever had, the greatest aged cognac. There's some things you just can't motherfucking deal with. Who is that? S.E. Cup? Who's that? S.E.
Monica Miller.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yo, shout out to the, I don't know, man. I don't give a fuck. You showing me all these people and I don't even mean it in a disrespectful way.
No, it's fun to not give a fuck. Also, oh my God, I got to say something. This girl right here, her name
Who
is
is that?
Nicole Scherzinger. She was the lead singer for the Pussycat Dolls.
We know who Nicole. We got the same birthday.
Really?
June 29th.
Okay, so she is
1978.
currently the star of this play called Sunset Boulevard on Broadway that my wife took me to. Okay. The play is really interesting. They do some cool stuff with like video where there's like a camera on stage and they're projecting the video onto a screen on stage. They leave the theater, rain. I'm not setting you up for anything like that. They leave the theater, rain, sleet, hail, or snow, and they do a thing where the video camera follows them. It's a projected, and then they come back. Like they use a lot of cool things with shadows, story, whatever. Doesn't matter. This woman might be the most talented human being I've ever seen. Like, you know how you look at Jamie Foxx and you're like, oh, you're the most talented human being I've ever seen. She can act, she's funny, and her voice is fucking unbelievable.
Oh, so you saying
Son,
Broadway is that vehicle that bought that out?
like I like being the lead singer of this group, the Pussycat Dolls, which I always thought was like a kind of like childish girl band.
Like, don't you though? Don't you?
Hot like me. So far beneath her talent level. Not to say it wasn't huge successful. Literally, I'm watching this with my wife. I'm like, is this the most talented woman on planet Earth? Like, unfucking believable.
Really?
I'm telling you, the talent is.
I gotta go see that play. What's the name of it? Hell on Earth?
Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard. Anyway, it's and like I'm curious what you think. Like to me, there was like some I guess issues with plot or whatever like that, but just all her raw talent. Like the story is about kind of like an actress who was really popular and then kind of fell off, but in her world, she was kind of protected to think she didn't really fall off.
Oh my God.
And then her coming to grips with that, which almost kind of mirrors her life in a way. Like Pussycat was really popular, then she didn't really do that much afterwards.
She had a solo album.
She had a solo album, she
solo.
did some other stuff, but like you watch this shit and you go, oh my God, you are one of the most talented human beings ever lived. It's like unbelievable.
You know, it's funny you say that because I think I saw, no, I don't think, I know I saw the greatest Broadway stage production.
That Stranger Things thing, like when you said this is your influence, you said I would have never gone see Stranger Things on fucking Broadway.
You saw it?
No, you tweeted it and I said to my wife and I was like, I think we should go check this shit out. Like what?
Yo, Schulz, it is the greatest Broadway stage production I've ever seen.
What is so amazing about Stranger Things?
Better
Were you
than
like
Hamilton?
a fan of the show or something?
No. My wife is and my daughter is.
Okay.
So salute to...
And you understood it even though you didn't watch the show?
Yes, salute to Nicole Avon. Nicole hit me up and told me, she asked me if I wanted to go see it. We just randomly talking and she asked me if I wanted to go see it. And I'm like, My wife heard her. So my wife was like, hell yes. So I'm like, okay, I guess we're going to see Stranger Things. So we went, and I don't know shit about Stranger Things. I'm just telling you, from a stage production, they did things on the stage I didn't know was possible. Like, it's literally like watching
a movie,
a live action movie.
So the
I'm
set,
talking about people falling out of the sky in slow motion. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck, yo? How the fuck did that happen? Like, monsters coming from the ceiling. Go see it and tell me I'm lying.
So you're saying strictly from a production standpoint, what they were able to execute on stage was like something you've never seen before.
I mean, the storyline was great too, but what they executed on stage was shit I've never seen. I didn't think it was possible to do the things they did on stage.
Do you remember when The Lion King came out on Broadway?
Would you believe I have not seen The Lion King on Broadway?
Okay.
What?
So do you remember you seen it on Broadway? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and again, I don't know that much about Broadway. So if you're a Broadway expert, I'm going to say, you're going to be like, oh, this has happened before, whatever. The Lion King on Broadway, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Did this thing that I didn't know that Broadway plays did. The characters like walked in the audience. They walk through you.
It's a lot of that in Stranger Things.
Fair enough. And then the other thing they did, which was really interesting, is the choreography for the animals and the outfits matched how those animals move in the wild.
Yeah.
So like they really looked, do you remember like the antelopes and shit kind of really looked like antelopes dancing? Yeah. So I'm just watching this thing. I was like, oh, this is way more creative than simply like writing a storyline.
Yes.
You are finding ways to like implement artistry with human beings dressed up in these costumes. So I have a lot of respect for those people that are like hacking those problems. Like, you can't obviously put a fucking antelope on stage in a Broadway play. You can't obviously have someone fall from the ceiling slow motion. How do you solve those problems? I think that's so cool.
Christmas Story did that though.
What you mean?
When I went to go see A Christmas Story on Broadway, the scene where the dogs knocked the turkey off the table, they literally had dogs
come out
and run across the stage. Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
I didn't know they had it on Broadway.
Oh, the Christmas Story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how long it lasted, but
it's probably like from November to whatever.
Yeah, Stranger Things, I'm telling you, I was sitting there like
blown away.
Watch it with you had an edible?
I was about to ask that same
I wanted
question.
to though. But I literally forgot I was watching a play. That's how much they were doing shit on stage that's like, yo, what the fuck how are they doing this with no motherfucking graphics, bro? Like, how are they doing this with no stunt doubles? Like, what the fuck is happening? I'm talking about like, when the girl falls in and then she falls in slow motion and you're looking like, how the fuck are they doing this? Then she hits the ground and bounces. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You gotta see it.
All right,
you got to see Stranger Things. And it's a prequel.
I got lucky and I was able to see Spider-Man before they canceled it.
Oh, that shit was cool. That shit
was fire. But
that shit was
somebody like actually fell and died, I think.
Oh my God.
They had to cancel it.
It's funny, like, we're such children. We just like the cool, like, technical shit.
Yeah.
You know, we just want to see people fly. We just want to, don't trust our takes, by the way.
No, I'm telling you. By the way, and when I posted that about Stranger Things, everybody who saw it
was like, hell yeah.
Was in the comments like, yes, hell fucking yeah. Like, I've never seen anything like it.
That is how you get this next generation of people to go to Broadway.
Yes.
Like, they did it with Harry Potter, too.
Harry Potter was fantastic.
I've seen that twice. Awesome. And you didn't even need to know anything about Harry Potter.
Nothing. I saw it when that shit was 6 hours.
I saw it was 2 days.
It was long as fuck, bro. That's another, some of these plays.
2 days?
No, why?
It was like a Saturday, Sunday thing. Or maybe it was just like
it was a 6 hour thing.
Yeah,
it was a 6 hour play.
And then you leave and then you come back.
They reduced it to 3 now. I took my act. And the funny thing is I went
Thank
to see,
God. I saw the 3 because that shit felt long.
I went to see Stranger Things last week and I took my 9-year-old and 6-year-old to see Harry Potter literally the week before.
Oh, wow.
So it's 3 hours now.
But Harry Potter slapped. And you get a little emotional in it. It's cool.
But that's one of the great things about Broadway. If a show makes it to Broadway, you know it's good.
Because it's been vetted so many different times on the way up. That's a great point. Go.
Sorry, is the Harry Potter one from just the first movie?
No, it's another story of their kids.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
So, but it operates in the same world. But that's a good point. Like, a lot of these plays, like Hamilton, started at the Public Theater. Yeah. So they're working out all the kinks before they even get to Broadway. So by the time it's that's a great point. Right. It's not like releasing an album and hoping the songs are good.
Oh, yeah.
They worked out the songs.
It's like working out a joke.
It's working out a joke. Yeah. They worked that shit out for months. Get it nice. And then that's a good ass point. That's why you could trust Broadway.
Yeah. Stranger Things is like, you said Harry Potter is about the kids.
Yeah.
Stranger Things is about the parents.
So before...
It's the parents when they were kids. Yeah, it's the parents when they were kids. Yep.
It's funny. It's like Broadway's doing what like Marvel and Disney have tried to do, which is like create the world. You know, like create intellectual property around existing world. But I feel like they're doing it better.
Mm-hmm.
I love Broadway. I'm a Broadway fanatic, but I'm a Broadway fanatic because I like degree of difficulty. Because you don't have, you can't do a take two when you're on stage.
There's no green screens.
None.
You got to get every word right.
Everything.
If this dude fucks up a line, it's going to fuck up your line to them. Yeah.
And if they do fuck up, you would never know. Because they got to keep shit going.
Son, that's why I thought, what was that show that came out called Adolescence, I think, where they just did one take?
Oh, yeah.
At first, I was like, how the fuck could they film this one take? What if someone makes a mistake? And then I realized, on Broadway, 7 days a week, they do one take.
Flawless shit. Flawless motherfucking shit. Why are we still looking at this Met Gala shit?
Sorry.
I mean, that's not bad to look at.
Who is that?
You know who that is.
Oh, that's the young lady from Euphoria?
Yes.
Stop.
Did y'all know her?
Is that her?
That's how I met her.
That's not the young lady from Euphoria?
Yes, it is.
What you mean you met her?
Like, I didn't know anything about her until Euphoria.
Oh, you found out about her on that. You didn't meet her in person.
Yeah,
What's her character on Euphoria's name?
It's called Milk.
It's not her name.
I forgot.
Milk.
What is
Her name is Milk. Her name is Milk.
I forgot.
First name Got.
Grow up, okay? Jesus Christ.
We're not mature enough to have this conversation.
What's even a conversation?
I don't know.
I thought that was Joe Budden.
So did I.
Who the fuck is that?
So did I.
What the fuck?
It's your other bestie, though.
Who is that?
That's Lakeith, your guy.
Oh, shit. I didn't know who that was. Oh, okay. God damn it. All right. I don't give a fuck. Can we move on?
What else we got?
What else we got
going
Taylor?
on?
What else we got, Taylor gang? Shout out to everybody who had a good time at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Well,
enjoy
speaking
your time.
of the Met Gala,
Oh,
Yo, what was
God.
this? I saw you post this.
That's motherfucking Los. Los is Jess Hilarious's cameraman, and he's from Baltimore, and he is I don't want to say anything because I don't want him to clip any of this and put it on his Instagram. He is absolutely positively one of the most unintentionally funny people I have ever met in my life. He is not a human.
Good.
Like, you know how people say things like, yo, he's not human, man.
Darius from Atlanta.
He is, no, he's Darius from Atlanta. No.
Yes.
No, I never met anybody like this dude.
Click this shit. Let me watch this video. Also, real quick, look below at what we got on the bottom right there.
Yes, sir.
Hey, go on.
Okay. This is on his page.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Los, Carlos Pope.
Carlos, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'm Kai.
Casanat.
Casanat, yeah.
So the first time, I said it wrong, then I said
Nah,
like
you did
Baltimore
good. You
nigga.
did good.
All right. Look, the first time I seen you is when you shut down the city. That was the first
shit.
time.
Oh, yeah. That was a bad day. That was a
Yeah.
bad day.
Yeah, Charlamagne is my cousin, Jess Hilarious my
Charlamagne the
sister.
God?
Yeah, Nick Cannon is my cousin too, yeah.
Like breakfast stuff?
Yeah, I'm with the Breakfast Club. Shout out to them.
All right, you got
That was
motion, my
Los
boy.
talking to Kai tonight. I want everybody watching this to know he is not my cousin. Okay? And if he did anything to offend you on this night, I don't even know him.
Is he at the Met Gala? Is he outside?
I don't know.
He's
where
at
the
an
fuck
after
Los
party.
is.
He's
Los-
at Pharrell's after party.
Got it.
Los, let me tell you something about Los. I don't know. Los records you, right? So if you're talking to him,
He's recording.
just know he's recording, right? So he got the turtleneck on with the pinstripe pants. He has a conversation with a group of guys. One guy in particular had to be trying to holler at him. And he must have been so mad. He got so mad that he realized Los was recording. What? They were having a conversation, and Los was just like, I'm looking to have a good time tonight. And the guy was like, how good of a time?
No.
I mean, 1990s, early 2000s gay New York shit. like how
on
good
New
of a time.
Why are you putting that on us?
No, that's New York. The gay New York industry is different because it's tough.
Ooh.
Especially when it's black.
Shout out to Marco.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to Marco,
I'm not
man.
falling for that. It's tough. Right?
It's not. It's
Okay,
not
I'm
that.
not falling for that.
You didn't see the clip, and we played it on the pod. It's like the little white Twinkie gay dude is talking to this big black dude, and he's asking him if he's gay. He goes, "I'm bisexual. I'm a dominant top."
That's right. Oil up your ankles, let your Timbs tap, man.
Bang.
That's that tough shit. And
Daddy DeMarco. Shout out Daddy DeMarco.
I told Los, man, after the night you had, check your butthole.
Yo.
Because you may not be a virgin anymore. You just got to check, because there was shit he didn't remember.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was
What
drunk.
you mean there's shit? I
He
don't
was
even
drunk
like this
as shit.
conversation.
I'm just
I don't
telling
even
you.
feel
He
comfortable
was
with
drunk
it.
as shit, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, I ended up in a ride share with some guy who said he owned Louis Vuitton." I'm like, bruh.
You're not gonna be on a ride share with the guy who owns Louis Vuitton.
No, you're gonna be the ride share if you if you ended up in a car. Listen, if you ended up in a car with a bunch of guys and one of the guys tells you that he owns Louis Vuitton, but y'all in a ride share, oh, they shared that ride.
Yeah, they did.
You know, trust me when I
Yeah, they
tell
did.
you, they shared
Damn,
that ride.
bro.
And he was like,
You gonna let your cousin get trained
"That's
up?
not my fucking cousin."
Your cousin got trained up in New York, man.
You got trained up in New York, you'll never live that down.
No, you
If you're a
won't.
man and you get a train ran on you and then your boys find out, you are Choo Choo for the rest of your life.
Rest of your
Here
life.
come Choo Choo, y'all.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
You change your number, change his name in your phone. Oh, Greyhound calling me. Hold on one second. No, Greyhound is the bus, right?
Yeah.
Amtrak.
It don't matter. There's still a bunch of men riding
Yeah,
it.
we got it.
There's still a bunch of men riding it.
That's funny.
What else we got? Oh, look at this. Look at this guy. Hold on. Fast forward.
I can't fast forward on
God
Instagram.
damn it. I just want you to see his picture, man. Just go.
No, he did. He like his way.
Charla, that's on you, bro.
Yeah.
You look like a damn Amtrak. Yo, what?
It's a fan. It's hot in that goddamn studio.
Yeah, imagine how hot Chris is. He doesn't have his fan. Yo, shout out Chris though, man.
By the way, why are we able to call those fans Oriental fans, but you can't call the rugs Oriental rugs?
You can call them.
But I thought that's a slur or something.
No, I think you can call it an Oriental rug. I think it's from the Orient. It's Oriental. I don't think
With
Oriental.
the word Oriental,
I thought you can't even say Oriental anymore.
that's what I thought too.
No, you can say. I don't think it's a hateful word. I think we went through a period where like we tried to make everything hateful, and
There's actual people from the Orient.
from the Orient.
And the rug comes from the Orient. You should
So
be
it's
able
an
to say
Oriental rug.
But isn't that, was that a Chinese fan or what do you call it?
That right there.
Yes.
I don't know.
But a lot of cultures had those. Like Spain, they have those a lot.
Yeah.
Mexico, they got those.
I just want y'all to see Los in this guy, man. He wants to come on Brilliant. He is so...
Yo, shout out Los.
Los is fucking crazy, man. Like,
He's always in the turtleneck.
no, he wore that for the Met Gala. That was his Met Gala
I
gift.
love it.
Yeah. Go. What else we got,
What is
Taylor?
that wig, y'all?
He's,
Like, why
He was
is...
trying to troll Lauren. That's all.
Nah, yeah,
Oh, the one you be having on.
yeah, Lauren,
Yeah,
which
that's
person
his.
bought that?
Oh,
For
okay.
me.
What you
Okay,
mean?
look at this.
Look at him.
Look how he looks. Watch how perfectly this wig fits Los, yo. Look. I'm like, this was your Met Gala look.
I mean, that kind of works,
It
though.
works on him like
That
a
kind of works.
motherfucker.
Low key, that works.
And that's what I was telling him. I said, the reason they let you in all the Met Gala parties
They
because you
thought-
look like some type of artist.
when Kai was talking to him, Kai deadass thought that he was like some sort of fashionista. 100%. 100%.
He got this slim.
He looks like a
Look-
model. Just say he's handsome.
I
Say
ain't
you
gonna
think
say
he
it.
looks
No,
good. You want to
no,
bend
he-
him over and
he
crack
got-
his back.
No, but he.
Just say it.
To that point, there's a sweetness about him.
Yeah, they say
You know what I'm saying? But it's
say
like
you like that
It's
sweetness.
like the artsy gay. You see what I mean?
What is RC?
The artsy,
Oh, artsy.
like artsy gay, like you know.
yeah.
He looks
You
Met
be
Gala
missing
ready.
his mark.
Yo, I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm
goes
gonna
on at the breakfast?
I'm gonna catch you this episode. I'm gonna let you know right now at the beginning of it, and there's nothing you could do about it.
gonna happen.
I'm just letting you know right now.
Not gonna happen.
I'm catching you this episode, and there's nothing you
not
could do about
going
it
to happen.
because you're too curious.
Okay? The
You're too
sweat-
curious. You're gonna want to know,
Not gonna happen.
and then boom, dick is in your mouth.
Going to happen.
You're gonna be so curious, and all of a sudden, dick is in your mouth.
That's what
how-
happens at the after parties for the Met Galas. You know what they call them, right?
What do they call
Sweat
them?
galas. You know what I mean? Because it's a bunch of men sweating on each other. Why does nobody ever talk about that?
Talk about the homosexuality at the Met Gala.
It's a lot of it. And it's fine.
It's fashion, of course. 90% of them are gay.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So why they don't make pants that give you easy access to what you want?
Gosh.
I think they do. I think gay guys wear pants backwards, so the zipper's there for their butt.
Yo, the zipper on the butt is crazy.
Crisscross will make you
Crisscross, jump.
Crisscross.
Make you pump. That is crazy. The zipper on the back is insanity. What else we got? Oh, shout out to Swizz and Alicia. That was interesting. I like Swizz and Alicia too because they both were paying homage to Stevie Wonder.
Oh.
Yeah, they both were paying homage to Stevie Wonder. Because look, zoom in on the picture. Alicia got the Stevie Wonder braids.
Oh, okay.
Swizz got the Stevie Wonder shades, giving blindness, and he's holding onto her arm.
So he knows where to go.
So he knows where to go.
Yes.
That
I didn't
is
even think
dope.
about
Y'all
that.
didn't even catch that. Y'all see everybody got all of these, Easter eggs and the deeper meaning of things. Y'all ain't even catch that Alicia and Swizz was paying homage to Stevie Wonder,
Yeah,
man.
for someone who don't give a fuck, it seems like you know a lot about it, though.
I saw that picture.
All right, fair enough.
I saw that picture because I was like, why is nobody seeing what I'm seeing? That's not Stevie Wonder?
She looks like the, not Pocahontas. What is the Egyptian goddess?
And the do-rag.
Oh, Cleopatra.
Cleopatra.
Swizz got on the do-rag and the Stevie Wonder blind glasses, and he holding on to Alicia's arm like she's the guide, and she got the Stevie Wonder braids. Boom. Killing it.
It's just Halloween in the springtime.
That's all it is. It's Halloween for Hollywood. That's
Yeah,
all
it's
the fuck it
Hollywood Halloween. That's
is. That's all it is. It's
That's why
Halloween
this shit is
Hollywood.
fun as fuck.
Yeah. No, I know, Al, you would love this shit.
Nah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, all them zippers in the back. You be walking around. Fucking
Would you wear a zipper in the back? Be honest.
I'd have
What
a
if a guy
piano.
fingered your butt?
I need
What if a guy
piano to just
unzipped your
protect
pants and
myself.
fingered your butt? What would you do if a guy unzipped your pants and fingered your butt? And he
Wearing
was
a
like, "You're
zipper
my
in the
sock
back.
puppet. You're my sock puppet." What would you do?
Next year, somebody's gonna go to the Met Gala wearing their clothes backwards with a zipper in the back. You know what they're there for.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know they listen to the Brilliant Idiots.
You got a sign.
Okay.
You got a sign. You are sending out a fucking bat signal. Fill this up.
Yeah, don't wear a piano on your back. If you really gay, if you really about that gay life, wear a dick on your back. Okay? I would love to see that. I would love to see a stud go to the Met Gala
With a on their back.
with a fucking strap on their back. Okay? Young M.A. pull up. What's up? Big plastic strap on the back. What's happening?
Boom.
You know what I mean?
I feel like Doechii would do it, or what's the other girl's
Man.
name?
They caught Doechii looking a little upset.
Yeah.
I saw that. I didn't understand what was going on. And I saw the video, but I didn't understand
She
what was going
wasn't
on.
ready. She wasn't dressed yet or something. So she was.
I think it's
dressed.
She was
this
dressed,
is the
but
tricky
not-
one. Is like people are going to take a video and then try to make it her entire character.
Yeah, it's
I think she
not.
was maybe speaking in not the best way to some of the people that were like kind of helping her. But there's also part of me. It's like she's probably stressed out. She's probably feeling a little insecure. This is her first Met Gala. She wants to, make a big grand entrance. And
Well, let me ask you a question. I saw that video, but then I also saw them bring like that thing, whatever that is. I don't know what the fuck that is, but whatever it is blocking the cameras.
It's blocking the cameras so that she can have the reveal in the place for the reveal.
So did she hold the elevator up until they went and got that thing?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure like how
Y'all
it
want to
functions.
hear it?
Why does it matter? I don't know. Why does it matter?
I think it plays into the stereotype that like celebrities and famous people are mean to the people that work for them. And I think that it riles up the average person who's just like, oh, look at them treating the people around them like shit. Again,
I was saying, why does it matter if they catch her coming off the elevator right now?
oh, well, yeah, what? Because they're going to catch her eventually. I think maybe you just want a big reveal or something like that. I just think it's very tricky. It's probably, how old is Doechii? She's like in her 20s.
20s.
Like, obviously you want to speak nicer, of course. I'm sure she wants to speak nicer, but it is one of those things where like, she's probably thought so much about this. She's worried about having a good look. Like, I don't know. I don't want to act like they're not adults here and you should treat people nice, but at the same point in time, it's like people can have a fuck up and it doesn't define their entire character.
It is, I agree with that. And it is interesting to me how quick people are ready to pounce on somebody. Because I saw people reposting this yesterday saying, here's Doechii with her bad attitude. I'm like, when did Doechii start having a bad attitude?
When
like,
she got really successful
Exactly.
and she's killing it and
like,
she's
what?
the poster child and everybody seeing her success and then it's easy to kind of fight. That being said, you want to hope that those people are nice. Who knows? How do we know that literally 30 seconds after that she didn't go, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I was fucking nervous and I don't want people to judge me and how do we know she just didn't apologize to everybody on the team?
I honestly don't know what this video is about. Salute to Factor, man. Factor, we really, really, really thank you, man. For anybody out there that's looking for, nutritious 2-minute meals, Factor got you. And we want this to be your best season yet, okay, with Factor. Eating well has never been this easy. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. You waited You waited until summer came. Okay, you knew summer was coming, but you just kept eating. You just kept eating. Now you got a big back. Now you're trying to get it right, okay, in the next 3 to 4 weeks because you know summertime is right around the corner. Well, you know, instead of prepping and cooking indoors, okay, Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. So if you're trying to get on a crash diet or something and you know nutrition is 70% of that, then hey, Factor got you. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. Choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfast, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to savor this spring, okay? It's easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss. I'm telling you, I see you out there. You big. Okay? But you only big because you wasn't eating right. And I understand it's hard to eat healthy. That's why Factor is making it easy for you to stick to your script. All right? Get started at factormeals.com/idiots. You can get 50 off, okay? Just get started at factormeals.com/idiots, 50 off, and use code idiots50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code idiots50 off at factormeals.com/idiots50 off for 50% off plus free shipping. What else we got, Schulz? I was at the University of Chicago this week, right? I had to do I don't know what you call it. It's one of those things where they want you to be there for 2 weeks, but of course I can't be there for 2 weeks. So I was there for the day, and they had the students come in and do office hours, and you know a bunch of different students would come in and have like one-on-one time with me, and then me and David Axelrod did a 75-minute conversation for the student body.
Cool.
But one of the kids there, because you know a lot of the kids there, most of the kids there are like
You were talking to media majors, or you were talking to
poli-sci. So a little bit of, but most of the people there are poli-sci majors, right?
That's cool.
Science. And one of the kids stood up, and a lot of them are media too. One of the kids stood up and asked me a question. He said, "Why is the media system broken?" He was just basically talking about there's a broken media ecosystem, and you know he was talking about how clips and all this different stuff. And I said to him, I was like, "Yo, the media ecosystem is not broken.
Okay.
The way we consume content is."
Talk to us.
Because we'll watch this
and let it define
a person's whole narrative. Let's use podcast for example.
Oh, dude!
I actually used your example. I actually used Flagrant as an example to the students. I was talking about the Pete Buttigieg interview. Mm-hmm. You can watch 2 minutes of that interview, and everybody, I saw people just mad, like, "Oh, what the fuck? Why did Pete go on this show? Blah blah blah. This and that." I'm like, number one, did you watch the clip?
No.
And if you did watch the clip, did you go take the time as a consumer to literally go watch the full podcast?
Definitely not.
You have to nowadays. Mm-hmm. So the media ecosystem isn't broke. The media ecosystem is doing what it's doing. It's up to us to go do our due diligence and take in the full context of things.
Okay, I think you're 100% right because you're treating people with the most agency. You're an adult and you should be able to consume things as an adult. Yes. And you shouldn't just be spoon-fed things that satisfy your lust and desire and hatred or support, whatever it is. Unfortunately, I think one thing you could say about media, and it's not just politics, by the way, it's medicine too, but like, it's very easy. I think most people, they have a certain feeling about the world and they're going out there looking to satisfy it. And here's the dangerous thing. It's not just the consumers. It's the people in media also, because they get views and clicks on satisfying their own viewpoint, which is often their audience viewpoint. So like Flagrant's a perfect example, right? Because I've seen like, I don't want to go like liberal media, because it's not all liberal media, but I've seen like a lot of accounts and a lot of these so-called like journalists and experts, like specifically trying to like paint Flagrant in one way, right?
Yeah, as conservative.
And I go, if you actually like watch Flagrant and you know Flagrant, it might be the only pod, and Brilliant, with actual diversity. I'm not talking about the way we look. Yeah, we're diverse. Of course, naturally, you got a black dude, you have an Indian dude, you got a white dude, another white dude, right? But in terms of like intellectual diversity, like even diversity within Florida. Miles is this like liberal communist from Florida, he's producer. Mark grows up more conservative, religious. Akash grows up in conservative Texas, but he also has like liberal leanings because he was a brown dude growing up in Texas after 9/11, right? Me, I grew up liberal in New York. Alex grows up in this beach community out there in Far Rockaway, right? Like more like a surfer guy.
Lies about the hood. Being
And
from
lies about the hood,
Yeah,
paints his nails, etc. Right? Obviously, he's boogie boarding all day.
Yes.
So the point that I'm trying to
Zipper
make,
in the back.
yeah, of course, zipper in the back of his wetsuit for sure.
yes.
It's only wet on land.
Absolutely.
So, but like, you actually get different viewpoints. We're like this manosphere bro pod. Two of the guys on the podcast have only had sex with one girl, the person that they married.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like they clearly, and I don't even know if they're aware of it. And that's the sad thing, because some of these people consider some journalists, they're not even doing the due diligence to look into what the show is, which is like, in my estimation, that and Brilliant Idiots are like the last bastions of true diversity in podcasting. And then we get labeled in this certain way, and they take clips out of context and don't even apply any of their liberal progressive values to them.
And yep.
They'll just go, oh, this is meat, and I can feed it to my audience, and I'll place them in this certain way. Like,
And that's why I said it's up to the consumers. Like we keep talking, it's the consumer has to go do their due diligence.
Yep.
I listen. That's probably why we might come off as contrarians. Because if I see a clip of something, the first thing I'm going to do is I got to see what this is attached to,
100%.
and then I'm going to spend my day or whatever couple of hours watching this whole thing,
100%.
and then I'm like, oh, I understand the perspective now,
Bro,
I understand where this person was coming from.
There was this-
I get what they were trying to say.
I went on Trigonometry pod. You know those
Oh, yeah,
guys.
I did Trigonometry.
I went on the, and a clip, they got a clip from that pod, right? And I'm being so reductive because I'm a fucking comedian and I'm talking to other comedians, right? And I'm trying to talk about the context of the whole clip is how the priorities or the perceived priorities of political parties have kind of changed. And how when I was growing up and Democrats are the coolest thing on the fucking planet, we're like open and accepting, and we saw value in all these different communities. We're like, yeah, gays should get married. Gays are fucking awesome, and black people should have rights. And the conservatives weren't there during the civil rights movement. And Democrats really were, and that was awesome, right? Like the president Bill Clinton was cool. Like he was making an effort to like show that he understood other people. Not only is he going on a fucking Arsenio Hall, but there's a little part of us like, all right, this guy's getting his fucking dick sucked. And I'm so reductive, and I just make it about, and then I go, and now look at conservatives. They're the ones saying you should be able to say free speech, whatever the fuck you want. And what's his face got three baby mamas. And it's like, yeah, of course, I'm going to vote for the dude who's getting some pussy. I'm being so reductive on purpose. And the clip that they shows no context to the conversation. It's just me going like, I'm going to vote for the guy that got three baby mamas. He gets some pussy. And then it perfectly matches the manosphere perspective that they've created, right? And they don't allow any of the context in which they could learn from. You could learn about how people perceive your party through criticism, but unfortunately they don't want to take any of that criticism, and without that, they won't learn.
And they want that to be our fault so bad.
Well, they want to make us radioactive because then it means they don't have to change anything. And there is a little part of it, and I don't want to go too far with this, but like, I think when you actually don't respect people that disagree with you, the thing that we have here is we have like mutual respect. It's one of the things that makes Brilliant Idiots awesome. It's like we could disagree on things, but there's love here, so we have these fun conversations. Same thing with Flagrant, right? And I think it's the same thing with Breakfast Club. It's like the ethos of like how we've always created.
I just like good information.
Facts.
It's really that simple.
So, but the thing is, this is kind of what I think is like when you're so locked into your party's identity, you think the opposition is evil. Like I even saw the way
wrong.
And when you think people are wrong and evil, you don't respect them. You could speak down to them. People positioned the Pete interview, which went viral. And anybody who watched the interview, they were like, this is the best we've seen Pete. He's a real candidate for president. Like
every single person I know that actually watched the whole interview, that was their take.
It went super viral. The world saw it for that reason that actually watched it. But you can't get clicks by going, this is a great example of a good faith conversation and learning from somebody. You have to find a way. Like even when we agreed, the titles of the clips would be like, Pete, schools, MAGA.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you don't even know my philosophy on that. Like I agreed with him because it's my criticism of libertarians, but you wouldn't know that because you don't bother to try to know. Like they're making no effort to have good faith, even listening, let alone conversation. And it's just one of those things where I'm like, what do we do when you're positioned in a way that's so ridiculous? Do you...
Nothing you can do. And that's
you rebuke it? Like, what do you...
Nah, you don't even rebuke it. It's funny. People get mad, right? Like, I believe that there's a multiverse of all of us that exists.
Okay.
So that's why I don't even get mad when people be like, I don't like him. I don't know what version of me you saw.
You know
what I mean?
That is fire.
So-
You don't like the version of me that someone told you I was.
Yes, it shows you something that might back up what they said to you.
And I might not like that version of me either. But you're not going.
Or I know what that was. Like,
Right.
you can tell me exactly what that trigonometry clip was.
Yeah.
You know what your intention was. You know why you were saying what you were saying.
Yep.
If I don't, and I'm just like, this is another one of those manosphere podcasts. This
Yep.
guy right here, he's out of the Joe Rogan camp. Look
Yeah,
at this.
yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Like, there's a clip that went viral of Joe Rogan a couple of weeks ago, and it was Joe talking about deportation. And how we can't live in a country where people don't have due process. You can't just be snatching people off the street. Basically, that's what he was saying. And I got that so many times in different group chats, and I was like, any of y'all that are surprised by this take, y'all don't listen to Joe Rogan.
You don't listen, and you have all these ideas of him which are complete bullshit.
I've been listening for 15 years.
Yeah.
This is exactly why people like somebody like a Joe Rogan. Because he can be objective.
And they would rather believe that hundreds of millions of people are extreme right-wing MAGAs than this person is a nuanced individual with unique thoughts that 100 million people might relate to because they are also nuanced individuals.
Yes.
It's just, at a certain point in time, I think like journalists have to hold themselves to a higher standard. If some asshole on the internet is tweeting something, that's one thing. But when you're talking about like the leaders of the field, when you're talking about like GQ, when you're talking about New York Times, and they're presenting information and they tell the truth by lying. Like in all these articles, we asked, like, how many times did I ask you to reach out to Kamala?
Oh, a bunch of times.
Right? And like, you're connected with them. We've reached out to, we emailed, we have the correspondence. We showed that to these different people that write articles. And then they go and then they say this thing that's like so fucking great because they can lie. They can lie by telling the truth. They go, we reached out to Kamala's people and they said that there was no effort to have her on the podcast.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Now, here's the thing. Kamala's people are lying. Obviously, you know that because you reached out on our behalf. Mark Cuban reached out on our behalf. We reached out directly on our behalf. We have the email correspondence to prove it. But all the article needs to do is say that Kamala's team said there was no effort, and then people believe that that's the truth. So if we're a right-wing MAGA pod because we had Trump come on and we offered it to tons of Democrats and none of them would we not be a right-wing MAGA pod if they ended up coming on?
Why are y'all not now considered a progressive, liberal, make America gay again pod?
Because we have people... Because
it makes no sense. Like it makes
Bro,
no
I
sense.
saw one thing that was crazy, and this is just like the YouTubeification of everything. I saw one clip go viral on YouTube, and then on Twitter, and then I saw 7 or 8 other like liberal YouTube accounts literally remix the exact same title of the clip for their YouTube videos.
Oh, I hate that shit.
And this is how narratives come out of nowhere that are fabricated and then become real in people's eyes.
That shit they do on YouTube should be illegal. I saw a clip I saw a headline, and that shit said, Charlamagne the God slams Shannon Sharp, says Shannon Sharp is just like Diddy. I didn't say no shit like that never came out of my mouth in no way, shape, or form. Like, there's not even a way you can misconstrue that. You're just lying.
And
you just made a headline that's just a complete lie because you want somebody to motherfucking click on it.
People will click on that shit.
No, how about this? They won't. They'll just see the headline and then run
and
with
they'll believe it.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? But that's what I mean when I say we have to do our due diligence. If you are interested in something, if you see something, click on it, take it in its full context. Because I remember an era when we used to put clips out because we were trying to lead people back to the full conversation.
They're not even trying to do that no more.
No. It takes too much intellectual honesty.
You know what? You know what would change completely?
What?
I don't know if it would change completely, but if there was no monetization on YouTube, if there was no YouTube ads, like you could go get your own ads, but if there was no YouTube ads, there would be no incentive to have the most clicky shit.
Yeah.
And in order to get the most clicky shit, you have to have the most salacious, like borderline lying stuff. So when you remove that incentive, all of a sudden, you might get some more truthful information out there.
I agree with
that. But the fact that they get paid to lie and rewarded more, the more they lie, they'll never stop lying.
You know what's so funny though? I don't think they care about money.
What?
Whoa,
I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. I think
They
that
got to. Motherfuckers been watching our pod for 2 years, hating.
I think they like the
Hating.
attention.
You don't hate for 2 years or 5 years without making some money off it. You just stop watching, right? Or you love me.
I agree. I think that there is the money aspect to it, but I think some of these motherfuckers just really like the attention. They like the engagement that they get through enragement. So if I can take this clip, throw it out, put a bullshit headline on it, get everybody riled up, and just sit back and be like, yeah. I did that. I said, it's like I'm being an arsonist.
Bro,
it's literally like being an arsonist.
I saw one dude.
Money, they wouldn't do it.
But they would do it less. I saw one dude, like, he put some shit out. It wasn't hitting. He changed the thumbnail and title to make it even more salacious, hoping the views would spike again. Like, he's like, all right, this lie or this fake narrative isn't working. Let me make the lie or fake narrative even more crazy so I could get it to get views.
Hate that.
Zero integrity, zero care.
And by the way, it's no one person that does this. I can name some people that are super really smart for real, super intellectual, have real audiences, have done real things in the game, they still do shit like that.
And there's part of me that's like, do they even know? Like, I see some of the clips coming from these people who are like intelligent people, like that have actually good, useful information. There's this guy, Sam Cedar, who I think is like a smart guy, and he has good, useful information. And like on the liberal side, which I watch regularly, and I see the clip titles, and they're so like bitchy and sassy. It's like destroys MAGA, blah blah blah, and it's just like, bro. Here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with the bitchy and sassiness is that it almost ensures that the people that consume your content are the people that already agree, and those are the people that need it the least. The people that need your content are the people that might not agree with it, and after consuming it, because you are a smart, thoughtful person, they might change their mind a little bit. So, do you want to change minds? Do you want to make America a better place? Or do you just want to monetize the people you already agree with? It's sad.
I had somebody tell me one time, man, a very smart person told me that they had to do that because they were going viral for something. And we were on the phone debating about something else, and they were telling me how they had to do that or say that just to go viral.
No, get away from that shit, bro.
If you are over 50 years old, I'm not even joking. If you're in your 40s, really, and your intention is I want to go viral
at
by
any
saying
cost.
such and such at any cost, you're a wash to me.
Ideally, you want to create something great, and then it goes viral.
Yes.
But if you're just trying to create to go viral, and I'm not saying that that's all these people, but I am saying a lot of their like titling and thumbnails, especially when you're coming from like an expert, right? Like if you're an expert in the field, this shit happens in the medical industry now too. We had this guy, Peter Attia, on the podcast, who's like one of the foremost like longevity experts. And I was talking to him about that. I was like, bro, it's like so daunting, like trying to learn about how to live better because there's so much misinformation out there. And he was basically saying, it's like, yeah, like people will put out salacious content that isn't really data backed because it will get so many views. And now you have people that are buying all this shit, this red light this ice bath that, and there's no data to back it, but it's getting the views. So they're prioritizing views over health. And I think that happens in political discourse too. And listen, you could say it's reductive or whatever. Maybe we have some influence, but like, we're comedians at the end of the day. We're just talking shit. And I know that people use that as an excuse, and I get that, right? But our goal is to be funny. Like, we want to be funny and then have thoughtful conversations about all these other things. Maybe you want to be thoughtful too. But if your identity is, I am a political expert or influencer, if that is what you've decided you are, then I think there is an expectation.
Your standard is completely different than
I think that those standards are different.
Theo Vaughn's, even me as a media personality, like our standards are completely freaking different. Maybe that's where the media ecosystem is broken. Maybe the media ecosystem is broken because you have a bunch of people who I don't even know if we're media. I don't even know. We're entertainment.
They're being critical of us having political conversations, which is ironic because you hear all these people in politics always say, I want more people to be involved in politics. And then the second that we take an interest in it, they're like, these people aren't even experts. How are they involved in politics? So what do you want? Like,
you're right, but there was a time when people knew the difference.
Yes.
Like you knew Walter Cronkite talking to Bill Clinton was different than Arsenio talking to Bill Clinton. There was a time when you knew there was a difference. Even if they went on there and talked policy or something, you just knew there was a difference. For some reason, they've taken everybody and put them all in the same pot. And that makes it strange to me.
Yeah.
Like Trump on Flagrant isn't Trump sitting on Meet the Press on Sunday morning.
When Trump's on Flagrant or Trump's on Breakfast Club, like, again, I don't want to speak for you, but for me, it's like I like talking politics only when it intersects with culture. I just like talking about culture. That's for me. Like, because I'm not nuanced in the policies. I don't know these things. I never pretend to be, or maybe I have. And fuck me.
But you're also a tax-paying citizen,
of course,
who has some ideas, who has some opinions, who has some thoughts, and
100%.
we get a front seat to these people and be able to share these ideas with them. And if our shit is stupid, it's stupid. Like, I enjoyed y'all and Pete talking because if there was something Pete agreed with, I agree with that, and then give you another perspective. If he disagreed with something, he didn't shit on you and be like, that's so fucking stupid. No. He just said like, no, well, actually, it's like this.
Because he's not trying to dunk for views. Nope. He's actually trying to, what I would hope is like, make America a better place.
Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
You said something.
No.
You said something and I didn't even go there.
What?
You said something and I didn't even go there.
No, I meant like shoot the ball and sometimes it'll rim out. Yeah, he's not trying to dunk. He's trying to shoot a well-executed shot.
Yes. I think that's a great way of putting it.
Yes, and y'all not putting up it's not. Here's the thing. Number one, it's not a game. Number two, I don't have to have a defense up because I'm not trying to beat you at anything.
Well, I think what a lot of people do is like, if you don't give enough pushback, they'll get devoured by their audience. So they're terrified of their audience rejecting them for treating somebody with empathy or humanity. We're not afraid of that because our audiences know who we are. But if your audience is completely tied into one political ideology, simply treating somebody on the opposite aisle with respect might infuriate this audience that you've curated to think that those people are evil.
I love my audience enough to tell them the truth and tell them how I feel.
No matter what
at
the
all
cost.
times, no matter what it is. I ain't gonna never bullshit you. And I know my audience is smart enough to disagree with me. And be like, I don't know. Charlamagne, you're wrong on that.
A lot of people don't have that courage.
And they have access, right? Because they can call the radio station in the morning or they see us out in the street, right? Like they can engage to say, no, that was not correct. There's somebody out, you know how many times people yell at the Brilliant Idiots podcast?
Yeah, I love it.
As they're driving, they're yelling like, no, that's not right.
Good.
Oh, wait, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not the person that's going to ever give you the amen corner. Like, and I hate that so much. I can watch when somebody's performing. Like, you know my favorite? My favorite is when somebody is like on a panel or something and they're on a panel with people who, may not necessarily agree with them. And then that person on the panel says something to your point that other person knows is going to make social media go crazy. So now they got to pretend to be they got to speak for all of social media. So then they just start performing it. That's so wrong. And this and that. Like, come on, knock it off.
Yeah, stop.
Like, stop. Like, this shit ain't that deep.
You're not having a real conversation. You're just trying to win tweets.
Yes, win the approval of people. And guess what? You will never please every fucking body. So you just need to do you. So I don't know. That was a great question that guy at the Chicago University asked me. But now that I think about it, the media, if the media ecosystem is broken, it's only because we don't know how to differentiate, between the different types of media. Like CNN and MSNBC are not doing what Joe Rogan, Brilliant Idiots, Flagrant is doing. Like, it's different. Like,
and it's
and we don't have to.
It's harder for them because the truth is boring. So they have to make this decision. It's like, are we gonna disseminate the boring truth, or are we gonna try to be as salacious as these comedy podcasts? They're having fun, and they've chosen to be more salacious instead of being more truthful. And now, don't get me wrong, some of them are being truthful, but what I think is the titling and the thumbnailing is being salacious in an effort to compete on YouTube for views. And I think what happens is you lose out on the people that should be consuming your content the most, which are the people that disagree with you. That's what I think kind of sucks.
Yeah. Let's pay some bills, Taylor Gang.
We also got Blue Chew, man. Shout out to Chew, dude. Getting you rocked up for spring, summer, whatever season you need. Same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, but this is the Chew, okay? This is the upgrade. This is that new. You don't want to be in that antiquated nonsense. You want to bust out the Chew and bust it down one time, okay? You're going to get your first month free. All you got to do is go to bluechew.com, use the promo code IDIOTS. You get your first month free. Just pay $5 shipping. That's it. Now let's get back to the show.
Let's get back to the show. We got some church announcements, Schultzy.
Yo, Life is on Netflix. Make sure you go check out Life on Netflix right now. Thank you guys so much, everybody who has watched it. What about you?
Yes, I do have a church announcement. It's right here in my bag. It is this, baby. Don Staley, Uncommon Favor, Basketball, North Philly, My Mother, and the Life Lessons I Learned from All Three. It will be in bookstores everywhere, May 20th, everywhere you buy books, May 20th, okay? This is a fantastic read. It's coming out on my book imprint, Black Privilege Publishing with Simon & Schuster. Look at this, though. Look at this.
Great.
Look at this. You
Beautiful.
see this? You see this? I want you to feel this. Feel this,
Let me
Alex.
feel
Feel
that.
it. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it back. Feel it. Feel it.
Oh, textured like a basketball.
Textured like a Wilson NCAA basketball, baby. Okay? Okay?
I'm laughing because what Jess said when she found it.
What did Jess say when she fell? Is this Braille? Jess is so... She's from Baltimore. Like, like, she was dead serious. I was like, feel this. What does that feel like? She was like, Braille. Like, why would Braille be on the back of the book? Ain't even no words on the back. Look at the back of the book. Is there any words on the back? There's no words.
No.
There's no words on the back of the
Just
book.
an adorable picture of Dawn when she was
right.
younger.
That's right. But go get Uncommon Favor, available everywhere you buy books, May 20th. You can pre-order it now.
And your production company.
I mean, you know.
Oh my gosh.
I'm seeing a lot of media around this production company, Charla.
Listen, man. Let me see. What did we announce? We announced that.
Where are the reaction videos to that?
You know, come on, man.
Yo, why aren't there any reaction videos to you starting a
Nobody
production
wanna talk
company?
about nothing
But
good.
the guy who produced one of the most successful franchises in movie history.
Basil Iwanic. But you know what's so crazy? I mean, they announced that in the Variety article, but what we announced this week was that myself, along with Basil Iwanic, who created the John Wick franchise, the producer of the John Wick franchise. He didn't create it. He's the producer of the John Wick franchise. We're putting out our first film through our production company, Southland Stories, starring Jonathan Majors, and the film is called True Threat. Okay, and we're scheduled to begin production.
I don't know
summer.
if that's the best name.
It's
for
fantastic.
A Jonathan Majors film right now.
It's fantastic. And it's a revenge thriller.
Oh no.
That's right.
Oh no.
Let's go, Jonathan. It's a revenge thriller. Let's go. You know what's so funny? People were saying, that's why Charlamagne be defending Jonathan. No, I'm defending Jonathan because Jonathan is on video running away from a white woman all through New York City. That's number one. But number two, this is not even my first project with Jonathan. You know, me and Kevin Hart executive produced Broke Down Profits by my man S.A. Cosby. That came out like a year ago. We were nominated for, was it a Webby or an Audi? I think it was an Audi. We were nominated for an Audi Award for that project. That project stars Jonathan Majors, as well as Brian Tyree Henry and who else is on that? Donnell Rollins, Dasha Polanco. Oh, that is another church announcement I got. We're dropping another Audible original on May 8th called Kingsland, starring Winston Duke. And Kingsland is about the most desirable place to live. It's the world's safest country. It's a fictional place. And it was funded by the U.S. Reparations Act and a bunch of billionaires, and it rose from the sea to become a haven for Black excellence. So you can listen to that on Audible starting on May 8th. Because honestly, man, that's...
So wait, let me understand this.
Mm-hmm.
So the American government
Yes.
and a bunch of billionaires, they create a place to send all the Black people back to...
Well, no, think about it, right? If you create a safe haven, when we talk about people building our own communities,
Right.
yeah, that's what these Black people did.
Right.
So not only did the U.S. government give us reparations, you have these these billionaires, and not just even Black billionaires, people who want to see Black people succeed and want the upper mobility, and they took their money and created their own country.
But it's somewhere else. It's not here.
No, Kingsland is in it's in America.
Oh, it's in America.
Yeah.
But it's like Puerto Rico or something like that.
It's something like that.
Got it.
To that. Yes, something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
That's why it was funded by the U.S.
Got it.
reparations.
So like Atlanta, but less gay.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay. That would be Queensland. If it was right. Oh, Mandy and Weezy. I didn't want to do everything, but yes, Mandy and Weezy come out in June. Listen, we got a lot of content, man.
Let's
No
go.
Holds Barred by Mandy and Weezy. You can go pre-order it. Just out here working, man. You know, we just out here doing what we do. Thank God for the
Thank
position.
God,
that
man.
we're
Shout
all
out God.
in.
Shout out
Thank
God.
that we're able to have these opportunities, to create opportunities, and just work, man. Just
Shout
work.
out God,
So,
man.
yeah, I do. I can't wait till y'all see True Threat, though. I'll be honest with you. It's like salute to my guy Gerard Butler. He wrote an amazing script, and it's not just Jonathan Majors. It's going to be a whole cast.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole cast, but he is the lead. But this is a role I think that he's really built for. Yes.
Did you guess Jonathan Majors for the low because he's going through some stuff?
Nah.
You didn't hit him with like a little discount? You didn't give him...
No, that has nothing to do with me. What you mean? I'm producing. I don't have nothing to do with the finances of, but I saw people saying that too. I'm just like, y'all worry about the wildest shit. Like, what do you mean? We're a production company that's filming and shooting our own shit.
Does Jonathan Majors know that and does Michael B. Jordan, do they both know that we are paying homage?
They inspired that picture?
Yeah, to that picture?
I don't think so. We got to tell him when he comes up here to
promote the movie.
Promote the movie. Yeah. We got to tell him. He should have him on Flagrant.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you should have him on Flagrant.
1,000,000%.
Jonathan's great in conversation, by the way. You never seen Jonathan in interviews?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great in conversation. But the thing I like about, a show like Flagrant is all comedians, but that are actually smart and know how to hold conversation.
Right.
So you got to let your guard down.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only way. You can't clench your butt cheeks for 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. That's the beauty of long form podcasts. But here's the thing: everybody can't do long form content.
And
there's some motherfuckers I don't want to hear y'all talk for 2-3 hours.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if it takes me a while, I'll get through it. Like, I listened to the whole Pete conversation because I wanted to.
Right.
And I enjoyed it. It was good conversation.
He's enjoyable.
He's definitely
2.5 hours. Like
2.5 fucking hours of enjoyment.
Enjoyment right inside your body. He was inside you.
You could feel it.
You had the earbuds in?
You could feel it.
He was
I
inside
like listening
you.
to him when I'm in the car, when I'm
I
riding.
bet, dude.
Yeah,
you would.
Shout out to Pete
Yeah.
Buttigieg.
Shout out to Pete Buttigieg, man. All right, what else we got, man?
You guys are retarded, bro. You really are.
What else we got,
Yeah,
Taylor?
man.
Shout out to Smokey Robinson, man. Smokey Innocent.
Oh, has he got... Oh, the allegations. That's the problem. It's like the girl doing it, like Maya Ramdas, is I think a little bit questionable. She's had some things in the past. What?
Yeah. Listen.
What do you mean? What can I even do with that?
Yeah, listen.
What can I do with that?
First of all, the 4 women who are suing him are Jane Does.
Yeah.
That's number 1.
I know one of their names.
Number 2,
Maya Ramdas.
I feel, this is my true personal opinion, lawyers who are taking these kind of cases, we need to bring up RICO charges on them. This is organized crime at this point, yo.
Ooh,
This is
I like
organized
this.
fucking crime at this point.
So you think that the lawyer got in touch with Maya Ramdas and she basically, they conspired.
No, what happens is these people go to these lawyers listen to their claims, no matter how outlandish they are, no matter how old they are, doesn't matter if they have real evidence or anything, and then they go to the person that they're making the claim about behind the scenes, and they say, hey, X, Y, and Z is making this claim, but it doesn't have to be public. We
Just
can
pay us
settle out
off.
if you just pay us off. And a lot of people will pay. Well, I don't know if people pay like they used to. I think back in the day, people used to pay more. I think now people don't give a shit.
Because now they know that
They know the game.
Exactly.
So now it's like, back in the day, people would pay and you would never hear about it, right? Now, they'll tell you, if you don't pay, we're going to put this out. It's going to be all over the media. It's kind of like a smear campaign because you already know what these allegations are going to do.
I like that.
You don't give a fuck if these allegations are true or not. And so now all of this stuff is being tried in the court of public opinion. People's names are getting ran through the mud. People sometimes lose opportunity because I even think nowadays the corporations even know like, nah,
They used to jump ship. Now they're like, this is about to blow over.
Exactly, because it's like,
It's a money grab.
Everybody, it's a fucking money grab.
It's OnlyFans for old. You can't sell your pussy on the internet anymore. You can't sell your titties on the internet anymore. So you come for some dude.
Shut the fuck up, man.
It's true, man.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what it is. Hey, listen, Maya Ramdis, you know that you're just trying to do OnlyFans for old.
Pat said that shit on
What she
Breakfast
said?
Club. Miss Pat was like, shit. All the motherfuckers that used to do shit like that to me when I was in elementary school, they ain't had no fucking money. She was like, I wish one of these rich motherfuckers would have touched me back in the day. She was like, Indy, come over here and grab a titty real quick.
Shout out Miss Pat, yo.
But it's true though, man. And listen,
I think they should have to file criminally first.
I fucking agree.
It has to be.
Now, even though criminal and civil are totally different when it comes to the courts, because just because you can be found guilty criminal and that doesn't mean you can be found not guilty criminal and still be found guilty civil.
Yeah, because it's way easier to win a civil case than a criminal case. So
Yes.
I think what we should do is make people go through that criminal case first. And if the audience or if the jurors decide that you're not guilty, then that should weigh on the civil case as well. It's like a no-brainer to me.
I agree, yo. I think that you should.
And also, sorry to interrupt you, the lawyers don't get paid the same way off of a criminal case than they do off of a civil case. I think they just get a piece of the payment for a civil case.
Yeah.
So the lawyers are incentivized for you to do it civilly, not criminally, because criminally, there is no payment at the end.
Yeah.
You have to sue again civilly. So no lawyer is going to take up that criminal case because they're like, yo, you can't pay me and there's no money at the end of this shit. If the lawyers aren't willing to do it, now you don't got the RICO anymore. So that solves a lot. Come for it criminally.
Yes.
And
win criminally. And even if you don't win criminally, at least there got to be some type of evidence. Like we need evidence. It can't just be word of mouth, man. Like it got to be evidence. And at least if you do criminal, then people will do their due diligence to get all the evidence.
100%.
And then now, you can do whatever you want after that.
Civilly, the lawyers usually get about a third of the winnings.
I thought they get 50%.
No, I think it's down to a third.
But still, it's like...
It's crazy.
I imagine these lawyers go, listen, you're not going to win a criminal case, even though they might, because they'll make the money off the civil case. Yeah, this is some ambulance chasing bullshit.
I hate it.
Don't do this.
I
This
really
is
think that
criminal.
the lawyers who take these cases need to be brought up on some type of RICO. This is organized fucking crime at this point.
Prove that they're doing it.
What do you mean?
You can't prove that they're not genuinely taking on this case because they feel.
Well, you need more people to do Jay-Z. You need more people to do like what Jay-Z did to Tony Busby then.
Yeah.
Like you got to start digging in.
Then you have to have Jay-Z money to be able to do that.
That is also true too.
And not everybody got that shit.
That is true too. But listen, I don't like it. And what about all of the real victims? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now nobody believes them.
Nobody. Come on,
you
man.
guys are crying wolf.
Come on, man. I like this too. Tom Brady over, what did I say? Tom Brady what?
He's over the roast?
No, like he speaks on the roast, how he regrets it. And
man, the reason I like this is because, Tom Brady has been a mentor to Shedeur for a while. You've seen a lot of conversations that they've had. And there is nobody I would be talking to more than Tom Brady if I was Shedeur Sanders.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Shedeur Sanders, literally, Tom Brady was on Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive. And let me hear what he said, Taylor.
I actually texted Shedeur because I know him very well. And I said, dude, like whatever happens, wherever you go, like that's your first day. Day 2 matters more than the draft. I was 199.
Yeah.
So who could speak on it better than me? Like what that really means. Use it as motivation. You're going to get your chances. Go take advantage of it.
That's it.
Done. That's it.
There's nobody else to talk to other than Brady. That would be my sole motivation. I would have Brady on my vision board. You know what I'm saying? I'd be calling Tom. Everything. All I need is a shot. All I need is an opportunity. All I need is a fair shake. I'm going to get in here and bust everybody's ass. What's up?
You got another man on your vision board? It's crazy, bro.
Well, you got a zipper on the back of your pants. So, I mean, we're progressive, Alex. What else we got, Taylor Gang? Fan sues the NFL for $100 million over Shedeur Sanders draft slide. Once again,
What is this?
lawyers.
How?
Why the fuck are you taking that case? Some of this shit gotta come in your office and you gotta be like, man, get the fuck out of here. Did you see the guy suing Steve Smith? Because Steve Smith piped his chick?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Did you see that story? That's nobody paying attention to that story. Hold on.
I mean, I saw the story.
Yeah, I remember the story.
I didn't know he was suing him.
He's what?
How can you sue him?
Hold on, man. Steve Smith.
Yo, this is getting crazy.
What?
Everyone's trying to get some money.
Former Panther Steve Smith Sr. sued by man who alleges affair with wife. A lawsuit filed against former NFL star and analyst Steve Smith Sr. accuses the former Carolina Panthers wide receiver of having a month-long affair with a married Baltimore Ravens marching band member. The band member's husband, Antonio Martinez, is asking the Panthers legend and North Carolina Sports Hall of Famer for more than $100,000 in the civil suit filed Tuesday in Mecklenburg County Superior Court. It's filed under North Carolina's alienation of affection law, what is this word? Colloquially known as a home wrecker law, which allows a spouse to sue a third party for interfering with and destroying a marriage's love and affection. Only a handful of U.S. states allow such lawsuits. Now, it is the law.
That's the law.
It is the law. But yo, what did Snoop Dogg say in the 90s? You chose me. How you mad at Steve? Steve shouldn't be the one that fucked up this marriage. Your wife is. Steve's intention was not to wreck your marriage. Steve's intention was not to cause your wife to be more affectionate. All Steve was trying to do was get his dick.
How sexist is this law?
God.
How sexist is the fuck law that the man gets to blame?
Well, it assumes that women don't have control of their actions and that they can be easily swayed. Right? So it's like you can sue a man because these women are too dumb to say no. Maybe we should get rid of some of these antiquated laws that assume that women don't have the intelligence or IQ to tell a guy, I don't want your dick in me.
She chose to have that dick in her.
Yeah.
She chose to have that dick in her.
I don't think it has anything to do with her intelligence, though. She just clearly wasn't happy with that guy.
No,
Yes,
that don't mean
I'm
she
saying
wasn't
the law.
happy.
She wasn't happy with that guy. Sure, she made a decision.
That's
What I'm
not
saying,
true, though. She could just be a whore.
Yeah. She could just be a whore.
She wasn't happy. She could be a happy.
No,
happy
I'm saying
but like popping that pussy with a freaking former wide receiver, one of the greatest football players of all time. Got nice hands.
At the end of the day,
true.
it's just the same as men cheating too, though. It's just human. It's just the same as men cheating too.
So you think it's human? Like I'm
I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying I'm okay with it. I'm just saying.
Cheat, first of all.
In general, it says if humans aren't happy with their situation, they're gonna go cheat if they have.
Why don't they just break up?
Emotional intelligence.
Why do they have to cheat?
You're right. But I'm just saying.
I mean,
clearly she wasn't that not happy because she's still with the guy
to this day.
She got caught cheating. You know what I'm
Why
saying?
get a divorce?
Yeah, because she fucked the big black man. That's why we getting a divorce.
He's 5'9".
Shit, that's his height.
Yeah, exactly.
That's his motherfucking height. Okay, he 3'2" where it counts. Goddamn it. Okay, what else we got, Taylor?
That's really it.
Let's do some asking idiots, man. Let's do some asking idiots,
Let's
man.
talk to the people, man.
Asking idiots. Tim URYBN says best advice from a younger person. The best advice from a younger person?
I think he means for a younger person.
No, I think he means like.
Oh, what's the best advice you got from a younger person?
Yeah, nothing in a while.
What do they know?
Like, yeah, they
don't know shit.
Yeah, nothing in a while.
They haven't taught you anything about yourself, like
young people.
Yeah, nothing in a while.
They're not giving you advice. They might teach you something about yourself, but I don't think a young person ever gives you advice that's valuable.
I'm really thinking about it.
When it comes to y'all are older, so if y'all trying to learn maybe like technology or something better.
Yeah,
that's not advice.
Yeah, it's not advice. Like that's just you.
Wisdom doesn't come from young people. Like it takes years to get wisdom. You know.
What can they even teach us right now? I'm being honest.
Technology's like when you ask us about social media and everything, you should do it that way. Like
yeah. Hey, could you show Uncle how to do this on my phone? All right, sure.
All right, yeah, you got us.
Yeah, I don't.
You know how to work the phone.
I have not.
You set up my ESPN account on the TV. Boom, you got me.
I like. No, don't get me wrong. I like listening to young people. I do, but I haven't gotten any advice from them.
Yeah, it's important to understand how they feel about the world. And then from that, you can understand like the messaging they're consuming. But in terms of like wisdom, no like 19-year-old spit some bars that made me go, holy shit, I got to do everything different.
We're old. We've seen a lot of that. Now,
But it could just be advice. I think y'all
What's the best advice you got from a young person?
Exactly.
Technology.
That ain't that's not advice. That's just like, yo,
He told me
show
how to-
auntie how to work this fucking phone.
When it comes to like the algorithm, like if someone wants to see how to get more views on a story
That's
or
not
something.
advice though. That's
And
information.
they want to get into that.
Yeah,
That's not advice.
That's
to
not
me.
advice.
That's
Advice
not
is like life wisdom and like how to be a human being. Like
Okay.
we're not gonna
Yeah,
sit here
that's
and
how y'all
act like
looking at
young
it.
people are out here failure to the like the best of their ability. So it's not. I wouldn't think it.
I'm not looking in that way. I'm just saying in general what advice means.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I get some, I'll tell you. 2_favorite D says, what are we getting our wives for Mother's Day? That's a great question.
And how much is a Mother's Day gift compared to a birthday gift?
Less.
It's less, right?
If they're first mothers,
No, they already had a Mother's Day.
I feel like we gave them the best gift already. We made them mothers.
Yo, you ain't shit.
What you mean?
You ain't shit.
We made them mothers. That's the best gift.
Feel you.
We gave them mothers.
No, the
We gave
best
them
gift is letting them rest and y'all do the work.
mothers.
He's fighting. He's fighting today. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And there's nothing you can do about it. You already invited the vampire in the room.
We made them
I haven't
mothers
seen
already.
Sinners, so I don't know what it is. What I just said yet.
You still haven't seen it.
I haven't
man.
seen
It's
it.
that good.
Can I see it on white people time?
You told me Thunderbolts
Quit
is good
saving
too.
me.
I ain't seen it yet.
Thunderbolts is good. Is it the new Avengers though?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
But it's
Why
still
did they
good.
reveal that so early? Like,
They had to because they would have got. Yeah. I don't want to explain.
nobody wants them to be the new Avengers, by the way.
There's too much pressure. Don't put that pressure on.
I don't want to spoil it. They're not really.
And they're all the bootleg. To me, they're all the bootleg characters. Except for Bucky.
You'll get it. You'll get it. Trust me.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what I'm getting my wife for Mother's Day, man. I
Give
feel
them
like
a
Apparently
rest.
nothing.
No, give them
Wasn't
rest.
planning on it.
Admire them and give them
that's
rest.
selfish.
How? A Mother's Day is for
No,
them
I
to
like
be
that.
able to sit back.
Give them rest. I think
For a
that's
day?
good.
Yes.
And the rest of the 364, you on duty?
Yo, you wouldn't take a day off?
I don't think you can when you're a mom.
Just pride, bro.
Well, give me what's next, Taylor. What's next? Kenny Kelso says,
It's gonna happen. You were holding on for dear life. I just want to let you know. You were holding on for dear life. And when it happens, oh my God, I'm going to run around the side of the walls of this fucking room right
Kenny
now.
Kelso says,
100%.
now
What did
that-
Kenny Kelso say?
he says, now that
What did he
Charla
say?
has a movie studio, is there a Brilliant Idiots movie coming out? I don't have a movie studio. I have a movie production company. By the way, I've always had a production company. I've always had Seed of God World. It's just that me and Basil came together to do Southland Studios to do
Actual
film.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, Brilliant Idiots movie is absolutely positively the dream. That's what we want to do in a fun way. We just got to figure out something that's really retarded.
What about, have you ever thought about getting into fitness?
Alexa Grin says, who is the better person between you two? That's a weird question.
Charlamagne's a much better person.
Nah, I don't know.
He's a much better person.
I don't think either one of us are better than the other. I don't think that. No, I don't know what that even means. I really don't think I'm better than anybody, except for like somebody who's done some real heinous shit, and I don't even know if I'm better than them.
I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I don't think anybody's better than me. I mean that sincerely. Like I don't think anybody.
At what you do?
No. Just like as I don't look down on anybody, but I also don't look up on anybody. Like I don't think that like you being rich makes you better than me.
Exactly. No, word.
Like just as a human being,
yeah.
you know? Maybe there are people who are just like really good souls that I go, okay, I aspire to be like you.
And that's what I think this person is talking about.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know too many of those. I know some really good people that I think have amazing spirits. I mean, they walk in a room and there is a light, there is a glow to them like you wouldn't believe.
Taylor walked in with a light, a glow.
But that's only because she's pregnant. As soon as she puts that baby out, it's over.
That's
you think that light bulb
crazy.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna be a new person.
Do you really feel like that? That's beautiful.
You are though, because you're gonna be a bomb.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, you will be.
Would you?
Yes.
A underscore username.
Would you? I'm not even saying anything that makes sense. I'm just trying to throw him off. I'm just trying to stop him in his tracks. You're gonna get it.
We're not gonna have a podcast anymore. You won't be able to say
That's the thing. Everything I say.
You're not gonna respond.
It is what it is. Black.
Nope. A underscore username 2024.
Shout out black. Shout out white.
It says,
Shout out all different colors. Yellow.
What's one thing? I like the white though.
Yeah, I know you do. Ask it.
What's one thing younger you did that you wish he didn't?
What the fuck is wrong with these? Yo, listen, brilliant idiots, man. Y'all need to learn some grammar.
What's one thing younger you did that you wish he didn't? I understand what he's saying because he's talking about our inner child.
Go.
What's one thing? What's one thing, Alex? What's one thing younger you did that you wish he didn't?
Just like the knucklehead shit I used to do.
What about you, Schulz?
Running a cartel.
Mine is I wish I didn't moan when he put it in.
What are y'all doing with each other right now?
That is disgusting.
I don't even need to get him.
Yeah.
I don't even need to get him. I don't even need to get him, man. I don't even need to get him.
I'm ending it now.
I don't even need to get him, yo.
No.
I don't even need to get him anymore. He's getting himself.
I think he's really getting some trauma out. So,
Yeah, yo, get
and he
it out.
disguises it as jokes.
Yo, get it
This is
out.
trauma.
Flex it. Feel it, man.
Cause moaning.
Do you feel it?
That's come on, son.
Sean,
Nah, you ain't laughing way out of this. Get out
Sean,
of
you
here.
feel it, bro? Be honest with you.
Oh, give me one more.
No, I'm leaving.
You leaving? God
Yes.
damn.
I gotta go.
Right when I'm about to
traffic.
express trauma,
Yo, he was about to tell you what's really on his mind. Yo, give him.
are in his behind.
Yo,
Listen,
all right, end the pod.
as always, if you listen to this
He got out of the
podcast-
episode. He got out of the episode.
As always.
He was very close, but he got out of the
I blew
episode.
myself up. You saw what I did there, right? As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast and you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Peace.
He's trying to beat you at your own tactic.
It don't make no sense.